Okay, we just had Easter Sunday. I know what's happening. We're having hope groups right after Easter Sunday, and this should be one of your best hope groups. I hope you're celebrating the resurrection of Jesus. I got some friends here helping me today get you ready for hope groups. So they're going to each give you their name and just tell you a little bit of something about themselves so you can get to know them. Okay, start it. Bianca, we'll go with you first.
So my name's Bianca, and I am 18 years old. I go to Hillsborough High School. I'm a senior there, and you may have seen me. I like to lead worship. I'm so grateful I lead worship here at Living Hope, and yeah, so that's just a little bit about me.
Good, excellent.
My name's Faith Lutz. I go to Valor Christian International in Living Hope. I'm 17 years old, and yeah.
Good deal.
I'm Ian Isaacson. I'm an online student. It's the cool version of homeschool. I'm a musician. I just got back from Africa, and yeah.
And these are all three quality people, but you know what? We all get hit with the same thing. Remember when Jesus had died? And we know the story, we know he rose from the dead, but there were guys who didn't know that he rose from the dead. And so their expectations were absolutely devastated. You know what? To get through life and not be devastated because you're disappointed by something you thought was going to do, God was going to do, very, very difficult. So I'm going to ask these guys, this is more spontaneous than you can really know, so they're a little bit nervous about it. But I'm starting with you, Bianca. So what could God do that that you would think could maybe lean into disappointing you or cause you to have dashed expectations? What would be some of the things he could do?
Well, I think that when he promises me things, very specific things that I feel like I hear from God, and I say, okay, God, I'm going to trust you. And then my timing doesn't really line up with God's timing because I don't know, somehow I think that my way is better. That's kind of when I get in my head and get disappointed and say, like, God, why didn't you do this? So that's really what disappoints me.
Okay, now who hasn't experienced that? You pray, God doesn't seem to respond. That is disappointing. Okay, Faith, what do you think? What would be one of yours?
I would have to kind of lean in on that because I agree with that. Promises not being fulfilled, and even like directed towards family, and like God promising us that He's going to save them, and they don't end up being saved, or it's taking more time, or it's a big fight for them to come to church and get saved.
Okay, excellent. Isn't that true? Again, promises deferred, prayer, God doesn't answer. And you know what? We need to be honest about that. When that isn't happening, we need to be honest about it, because here's my guess, Jesus will always come through. Okay, Ian, what about you?
So like I said, I just got back from Africa, and I've seen desolate and, am I allowed to say crap? Is that
Yeah.
cool? Crappy situations.
That's a good word, isn't it?
And I've always wondered why is that not me? And why is it them? And I've never heard of audible answer, and it's always been frustrating for me, I think. I guess that's basically all.
But
there's going to come a day where that's the answer.
It'll make
There's gonna
sense,
come a day
won't
where
it?
it's not there. So.
Yeah. And who hasn't been there? Who hasn't seen something or somebody so devastated by trauma or hurt or pain that it's not made us a little disappointed? But here's the message of Easter. I'm not going to answer any of these because that's not what's important. The important thing is that we're honest about things that disappoint us, and then we remember this. When they all thought it was over, here comes Jesus in all of his resurrection glory. My thought is this: God will always show up in resurrection. So here's the discussion this week. Be honest about what could or is disappointing you. Pray for one another, and pray knowing this: Jesus will come through. He will do a resurrection, even if it's at the last minute, because I'm going to tell you something. Life doesn't work out according to what appears to us. Life works out ultimately according to God's word. His word never fails. Have a great hope group. Thank you guys for helping me out here today. Wasn't this great? Have an awesome time, guys.
Bye.